Okay, this video is about Andrew Lloyd Weber, the great music composer, and his collection of PreRaphaelite Brotherhood paintings. I'll show you his picture here. This is his picture with his wife. I think she may be his third wife. They've been married since 1991. This guy made a lot of famous musicals. He composed things like the music for Cats, the music for Phantom of the Opera, Jesus Christ Superstar, and other musicals. And what I like about him is he reminds me of the Medicis in Renaissance Italy, in Florence. That, you know, Cosimo Medici, Lorenzo the Great, and later Pope Leo, they were trying to make Italy beautiful, to make beautiful art for the Catholic Church, for all of mankind. And I like the fact that this guy is not only a great composer, but he collects art. He's very rich. And so he collects, for example, he loves the PreRaphaelite Brotherhood of painters. They were the greatest painters in the history of England in the mid-1800s, around 1850. And, you know, John Everette Millais was the most famous of them. He was friends with John Ruskin, but there's other really good ones. Edward Burne-Jones, William Holman Hunt, and then the PreRaphaelite Brotherhood disciples, people like Edmond Leighton, Frederic Leighton, etc. So anyways, I'll have the link in the description below, and he gives you a tour of his house where he shows you all these magnificent million-dollar paintings that are spectacular. And he really knows. He loves England. He loves the Victorian age in England. And he tries to preserve and keep these things alive. So what I'm trying to say is, this is how the rich people should be. You know, the billionaires, instead of the billionaire perverts trying to create technology to enslave us in an electronic, you-know-what, type of camp, they should be doing this sort of thing, like the Medicis, collecting beautiful art, teaching people about beautiful art, sharing it with the public. Okay, he loves England. He wants to help the pros, to help England, versus, you know, most of the modern billionaires, from what I've seen, they want us in an electronic control center, a panopticon with, you know, an electric car so they can turn it off. And I don't believe those satellites are going to colonize Mars. I think that's a bunch of BS. I think they just want to use them for, you know, for surveillance, okay? They're not using them for, nobody's going to colonize Mars. The atmosphere is not favorable for that. Anyways, I'll have the link in the description below. He gives a very nice tour of his house and of the PreRaphaelite Brotherhood art. He also gives a tour of some other Victorian age buildings and talks about the architecture and how it relates to Gothic architecture and whatnot. So it's a good summary of PreRaphaelite Brotherhood art, and they're the best artists of England ever. So anyways, I hope you find it helpful.